Are you thinking about selling your home right here in Santa Barbara? If so, you're definitely aware that our marketplace is one of the most competitive, the most unique in not just the United States, but potentially the entire world. I've seen home sellers make the same mistakes over and over again. And in this video, I want to talk about the top 5 most common mistakes I see all the time and how you can make sure to avoid them. You're going to want to stick around to the end. I have some good info packed in this video. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Avi Becker, and for the past 8 years, I've helped hundreds of people sell, buy, relocate, rent out, move, navigate the Santa Barbara real estate market and beyond. Me and my team, the Santa Barbara Group, we love all things Santa Barbara real estate. We make all sorts of different videos on our channel that have to do with Santa Barbara, everything from multi-million-dollar property tours to the best places to go eat. And in this video, I'm talking about the 5 most common mistakes I see from home sellers. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Mistake number 1, the most common mistake. This one is so prevalent in our marketplace and honestly in every marketplace, that is overpricing your home. A lot of times people think they can put whatever price on it, that maybe they can reduce the price if they don't get it. But what people don't understand is when it comes to selling your house, it's all about momentum. When you first launch, you're the new house on the block, you're gonna get most of the eyeballs in that first launching period. And when you're way overpriced, the buyers in the marketplace aren't gonna take you serious, the agents in the marketplace aren't gonna take you serious, and you're gonna accumulate days on market, which is not a good place to be if you're trying to sell your home. After 30 days or 45 days on the market, we'll see sellers reduce the price to what it should have been from the start. But by then, you're no longer the fresh pastry at the bakery, you're kind of stale bread, and people will overlook the property just because it's had so many days on market. Pricing strategy is the most important thing it comes to when selling your house. Understanding the marketplace, understanding the comparables, understanding the ins and outs of how your property stacks up to the competition so you can make it stand out in terms of price and in terms of strategy. That is mistake number 1. How to avoid this is work with an agent that understands the micro marketplace. Understanding here in Santa Barbara, Montecito is different than Carpinteria. Being in the foothills in a higher fire zone is different than being on the mesa. Having a really good understanding of the comparables that are actually the right comparables is the best way to price your home. Oftentimes looking at the couple most recent comps and understanding, hey, if I want my home to sell extremely fast, potentially with multiple offers, if the house that's the most comparable sold for $2 million, if I go for $1,995, is there a chance that I could then be the new high in the neighborhood? Understanding that if your property needs a lot more updating than your neighbor's house, which sold 2 weeks ago, there's gonna be a different price point. A team like the Santa Barbara Group, we're reading the comps every day, looking at all the new properties that come on the market, studying what closes, studying what falls out of escrow and what cancels. We like to deep dive with the comparables with our clients so they understand exactly the best pricing strategy to go with. Mistake number 2, not investing in the presentation. Santa Barbara being a luxurious high-end marketplace, it is very well worth it to oftentimes invest in prepping your home for sale with proper staging, deep cleaning, maybe painting if it needs. Oftentimes the people that are coming to Santa Barbara are high net worth, they're from Los Angeles, they're from San Francisco, they're from New York. They want something that's clean, that's presentable, that looks good when they're spending millions of dollars potentially on the home. And that's an investment. While yes, staging and cleaning and prepping can be tens of thousands of dollars, it can end up being a 3 to 4 to maybe 5x return when it comes to selling your house. At least getting understandings of the different costs of different staging companies. Some are more high-end, some are more entry-level. Same thing with all the other vendors, whether it comes to a professional painting company, to someone who can do deep cleaning and carpet cleaning, or even carpet removal and replacement. Understanding the costs and the potential upside on the preparation will really help ensure that you sell your home for more. When it comes to staging and presentation, simple things make a huge difference. Decluttering, getting rid of personalized items really do make an impact at the end. I mean, think about it. If you were going to sell a car, you would want it detailed, cleaned, professionally presented before you went out to sell it. Mistake number 3 is ignoring deferred maintenance and not making repairs. Oftentimes, a majority of the buyer pool, they want move-in ready homes, and even small things like a leaky faucet, a chipped tile, cracked paint. It can send off red flags for those buyers who are looking for a house to live in and move in with their family. The type of people that oftentimes are ready to do big project are investor and flippers, and they're going to be expecting a discount if there's a lot of deferred maintenance. Our advice is to do a pre-inspection, find out what the buyers are going to find out anyways during escrow. Get a professional to check out the roof. How is the condition of the sewer lateral? What's the electrical like? Is there potential mold? If you do these things ahead of time, you can get ahead of the ball, you can fix them before someone is excited about the house and then finds out there's all these problems, which oftentimes leads to either renegotiation or even more often than not, them backing out of the deal in the first place. Remember, the goal is to make buyers fall in love with the home the second that they walk into the house, not have them starting to create a checklist of potential repairs and maintenance issues. Mistake number 4, this one seems kind of simple, but it's bad photography and bad marketing. I can't tell you how many times I've seen $1 million Santa Barbara properties listed with grainy iPhone or Android photos. Just this past week, I saw a $2.5 million house with 4 photos taken on maybe an iPhone like 10, and I was just thinking to myself, if you're selling a property worth that much, wouldn't you want to invest a little bit more in making sure that the thousands of people looking are going to see it presented at its best? Buyers shop online first. If your photos and videos don't captivate them, that ultimately means they're not going to see the house in person and definitely not going to write an offer. Avoiding this one is simple. Work with a team that has high-level photographers, videographers, understands print marketing, understands digital marketing. Look at the team's track record of previous homes they've sold to see if they can bring that level of professional marketing that your home deserves, so you don't end up with a real estate agent that's taking a couple Android photos. Marketing isn't optional in Santa Barbara. It can be the difference between 0 or 1 offer and multiple offers. Lastly, number 5, the mistake I see is people choosing the wrong realtor. Here's the reality. Not every real estate agent in Santa Barbara is created equal. Some are part-time, some just sell a couple of homes a year. Some drive hours just to come and have one listing here when they aren't even members of the community and don't live here full time. I think it's really important to understand who the realtor is that you're going to hire when it comes to making a decision on a multi-million-dollar asset. It's really important to take a look at all the online reviews and see what kind of experience other people have had with that real estate agent. I think it's important to interview multiple styles of realtors, maybe from different companies or different backgrounds, to see what is the best fit for your property type and your situation. Ask the agents about their marketing plan, their track record in the neighborhood, their style of negotiation. You want someone who is proactive, who communicates well, who markets at a high level, not just an agent who puts the house in the MLS, puts a sign in the yard, and prays that someone calls them. Remember, your home is most likely your biggest financial asset. You deserve a professional who treats it that way. I wanted to throw in one bonus tip as well, and that is timing. Santa Barbara doesn't have the same seasonality of other markets, which oftentimes slow down when it's snowy or when it's deep winter, but I do recommend, if you can, avoiding selling your house between Thanksgiving and New Year's. A lot of people in Santa Barbara are out of town. Travel plans, holiday plans, those take priority over home buying. So if you don't have to sell your home in that time period, I highly recommend holding off. But even if you do, we've helped people navigate that timeline and it can still work out for some. Of course, the best time to sell your house is ultimately when you're ready, but strategic timing never hurts. So let's recap the top 5 mistakes home sellers make in Santa Barbara. Number 1, overpricing the home. Number 2, skipping staging and presentation. Number 3, ignoring repairs and maintenance. Number 4, poor marketing and photography. Number 5, choosing the wrong realtor. And bonus tip, paying attention to the timing. If you can avoid these 5 mistakes, you're already in a stronger position than 90% of the sellers out there. You'll be in a much better position to sell quickly and for top dollar. Now, I would love to hear from you. If you're a homeowner here in Santa Barbara or even another market, which one of these mistakes do you think would be the hardest to avoid? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're thinking of selling your home in Santa Barbara, please reach out to me directly. I love answering all your individual questions, and all of my information is below the description. If you enjoyed this video, a like and subscribe would so help me. It helps me reach great new people in the Santa Barbara community and beyond. I have so much more content on my YouTube channel, so if you're looking for other topics that weren't covered in this video, feel free to go check out other things that I have going on, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.